Hello everyone, MFPallytime here, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing very well today, as always. We are in the midst of an Arthas deep dive. This is our second video going out. Our first video is already released up on the channel, just in case you missed it. That video focuses on the W and E build for Arthas. Today's video is going to be very different. We're focusing on Arthas's Q ability, Death Coil. This can be used as a self-cast to heal Arthas for 262 health, or as a nuke against an enemy to deal some damage. Now, baseline, that damage may not look too spectacular, but with some of the talents that we can pick up at level 4, 7, and 16, things really do start to change. Arthas can become a long-range nuker. It's really weird, but it also provides him with a good amount of sustain at the same time. So if you guys want to learn more about the build, sit back and relax. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's video or you learned something, and we'll be back again with another look at a third Arthas build very soon, so make sure you check back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the Dragonshire map today. Friendly team Arthas, Tassadar, Lieutenant Morales, Samuro, and Zarya. The enemy team, Karazim, ETC, Thrall, Jaina, and yet another Abathur, the most popular character in Quick Match. At level 1 for Arthas, this time around, we are taking Rhyme. Every 5 seconds, gain 75 physical armor against the next basic attack. We have 3 charges of block with this skill, and we're going to be using that to protect our HP as the game goes on, because the Q build seems like it's really risky. The lower your health, the better it performs. Supposedly, I'm going to be able to just poke damage, nuke damage into my enemies all of the time, but we shall see if it actually plays out that way. Enemy team being very hesitant to move up here. Jaina getting a little too close, but nothing really I could do. If they're going to play that cautious, oh god, it's a mine Abathur. If they're going to play that cautious, I think we just start soaking XP as fast as we can. We don't have a quest at level 1 or anything like that, so I don't have to be where the action is. We can just go around, be aggressive, and move lanes if that's what they present us to do. So far, it seems like everyone on the enemy team is deathballing in middle lane. I know they have Abathur to soak, but still, gotta help him out a little bit. We'll just push this in. I mean, I haven't even really been able to, like, size up this enemy team, really. They've been so hesitant. They've been so evasive. Jaina's doing okay on her quest already, actually. It's only a minute in. Now, if you did not see our previous Arthas build where we covered his E ability, it turns out all of our basic abilities are still the same. Our Q ability right now is used just to heal myself or to deal damage to enemy combatants. Eventually, we'll be able to combine those two effects and be able to cast this offensively the entire game. Our W ability is Howling Blast. It will only root at the circle destination now because we did not take that early game talent. Our E ability still provides AoE all around our character while also draining our mana at the same time. So it is important that we use our trait, which resets our auto attack swing to keep our mana high. It does look like the friendly team is winning the tussle down here. At least it looked like it for a moment. ETC going back in. I was going to go for a fast cap, but it looks like someone took top from me the moment I left. That's fine. We'll just gather this XP, try to stay competitive on XP with the enemy team. That's difficult when they have an Abathur, but we'll just grab that and then move right back up to the top. This is where we're going to pick up Deathlord, increases the cast range of Death Coil by 30% and reduce its cooldown by 3 seconds as well, meaning we can use it significantly more and on enemies that aren't really even in a bad position. Samuro takes over that top shrine. ETC trying to push in with his team. We'll see if we can get the channel, and it looks like we can. Now, the rules of playing a dragon have been the same for a really long time. Scoot into the wall, try to get as much AoE damage out on the lane as you can, but make it so only one tower is hitting you at a time. It does seem as though Jaina Proudmoore has come back. Now, her damage may not be too crazy for me, but what I don't want to do is just let her stack up her quest at the same time, too. Ideally, the Dragon Knight lasts as long as its duration bar will let you. The health bar is a resource that you need to protect, but we're going to try to get the full duration out today. That being said, the enemy team not really rotating in on this super quickly. It seems as though they were trying to hold bottom lane down from the rest of our team. As we kick Jaina away, a lot of their offensive prowess here goes away with it as well. We'll just kick ETC to make a little bit of room for our team. Trying to root Thrall, we land it, move in with a Q, and he gets taken down by the Zarya bomb. So, all things considered, that's pretty freaking good for the first Dragon Knight of the game. That guy is usually pretty weak. Now that we've removed the center threat of the middle lane, we want to move down to the bottom lane because this is the most valuable lane to push with the Dragon Knight. Generally speaking, you want to avoid top lane, really. Like the whole time. Top lane sucks. Don't go to top lane. Well, friendly team is slightly ahead on XP, about a level. The enemy team is hitting level 7 right now, so we are on equal footing. Also, Twitch chat, thank you so much for the hype train. Thank you for the support. Thank you for supporting the content. Appreciate you. Thank you for joining me week after week. Even the weeks when I'm not here. Some of you guys still show up. Looks like Zarya was trying to take a mercenary camp down at the bottom of the map. Unfortunately for her, the enemy team moved back in on it. I'm just going to come up here and do as much damage to the tower as I can if no one's going to stop me. Jaina potentially rotating up from underneath me now. In fact, I think that's more likely now that I've seen Abathur. So where is she? Oh, went back for camp. We'll just push out middle. There's a lot of XP for us to grab here. These mines are showing me all over the map as I move through. Look at that. I'm glad I left when I did. That's 3 members with the top hat, 4 members of the enemy team up there. All looking for little old Arthas. Look at that. We could push out middle pretty easily here as well. If we get this XP, we're going to be pretty close to level 10. Might take one more wave. Jaina potentially rotating around a bad spot here. If my team moves up, this is fine. Good route. Good damage, too, with the death coils. Nice. Wow. And they can't really move away either, even though we're not E-build. That slow on the E really does add up. I am kind of thinking this game about taking Sindragosa. I can't tell if that's the intrusive thought speaking to me, and I should ignore it, or if it's the right play. Ooh, that was not the right way of shooting that route, that's for sure. We'll try again with one more Q. We got it, we got it, we got it. The dragon is up right now. If I'm not going to be in the dragon, I will take Sindragosa because it'll make our dragon push even more effective. We should just run it down middle lane, and I can disable all of these towers for the dragon and then run it down to bottom. I just got to get in position for it. So we want to do something like this. See that? You see that shit? We can now push both middle and bottom lane without the building reacting at all. We can move up and be very, very aggressive. And at least for a little bit of time, there's not too much they could really do about it. Now, I do wish we had a little bit more damage in here on this building while it was disabled. But I still feel really, really good about that play. Either way, unfortunately, our Zarya does get taken down. I'm going to start casting some Qs back at our enemies. And while we didn't take the building down, we did a decent amount of damage to it. I'm going to go ahead and back if I can, if ETC lets me. Mana's looking pretty low. And there's a wave up top for me to catch if I can get to it in time. So that's the idea behind Sindragosa. It also does do damage to enemies as it passes over them, and it does provide a 60% slow for 4 seconds. So all good things. But as we saw in our previous video about Arthas, he can be very, very squishy. And a lot of his sustain comes from using... Oh, God. Comes from using the other ultimate, the Army of the Dead, to really make up for your lost health in the middle of combat. I'm going to take Biting Cold, Frozen Tempest damage increases for each second that an enemy is standing in it. I'm not leaving top, don't worry. We're just scouting around. We're just scouting. We're good. Man, I do really miss that route, though. He's going to go to the other side of me. That's totally fine. And by totally fine, I mean that sucks a lot of ass. But I got to just sit here and fight anyway. I'm going to Sindragosa these guys. I'm going to keep using my Q. That's one down. actually insane. That was a 2v4 with Abathur top hat. That was actually way more sustained than I was ever expecting. Okay, at level 16, this is when we get Embrace Death, and I think this is when Q is going to be really, really fun. Death Coil deals more damage and heals more the lower Arthas's current health is. So in that situation, we could have done 100%, like, it could have been good. It could have been really, it wouldn't have been 100%, you know what I mean? But it could have been really, really good. 55 seconds on the next Sindragosa. We are 2 levels away from that talent tier being unlocked, but the enemy team is getting their 13s right now. So we are on equal footing for the time being. I do think that Karazim is scouting out that area, so let's just try to get in his way. We'll root in front of that and hit him with the Death Coil. Ooh, I thought that was enemy beneath us for some reason. Tower is available. I'm not going to rush into it because we are not going to fast cap. I'm just going to push this wave forward. And then once it's hitting the tower, I'll move up and grab this. The entirety of the friendly team moving down to bottom lane right now. We don't see anyone so far. They were taking that mercenary camp there, it seems. I am going to go for the fast cap now, if I can get there. ETC is stopping the objective for a little bit. You know what? We're going bottom. Never mind. Stop them from getting it. I might be able to snipe mid real quick, too. I imagine I'm going to die. But they are so far away and preoccupied. I wanted to go down to bottom lane and fire off Sindragosa in that fight. That's not the way it played out, though. And do they have Mule? They do not. Let me go ahead and get Embrace Death. And wow, they're actually soaking instead of defending their buildings. I can't tell if it's confidence or something else. Let's come up behind these guys, though. We could sandwich them. We can potentially knock one of them into our base if they continue to stand there. Let's hit Thrall. Actually shot him into there. For the record, not intended, but I'm happy with it. I'm pretty happy with that. The duration of our dragon is ending. Here's the root. We caught him.
That was rather entertaining.
Chat, let's just go team, let's just go bottom. We'll grab that. Team? Building's disabled, team? Whenever you're ready. I'm getting solo moshed behind a building that's disabled, team. Where is my team? Hey, the building's back online, guys. Oh, man. A little fucking anticlimactic right there. A little fucking anticlimactic. Great Zarya ult stops him on the far side. Let's see if I can grab some health and we'll just start hitting this. I do have a root for Karazim. No, I don't. Stay on building. Stay on building. Ah! And that's going to be GG at level 20. We would have likely taken the ult increase for Sindragosa in this situation. That would allow it to root everyone along its path at the same time. You still get the ability to disengage the turrets and stuff, but it adds that extra bonus onto it. No longer just a slow, you get a root as well. We became MVP. I don't know if I really did anything that game to deserve it, but we will take it. That's level 19 for Arthas talents we picked up in today's video. Rhyme, which is an improved block. Deathlord, Immortal Coil into Summon Sindragosa, Biting Cold, Embrace Death. And once again, at level 20, we likely would have picked up Absolute 0. If I was afraid of their spell damage, though, Anti-Magic Shell's pretty good. That's going to do it for today's video, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And I'll see you again very soon.